Okay, how are we doing, guys? My name is Apocalypse and welcome to my weekly entry onto the Yeousch channel. Now, in the background you'll see I've incorporated a nice little laggy gameplay where the enemy were suffering from lag comp and it was actually benefiting them, which you'll probably recognise it yourself. It seems to be a regular occurrence. I do get a lot of people saying to me to upgrade my internet, but my internet's absolutely fine. It's a strong fibre optic broadband, and if anything I probably need to reduce it. So yeah, enjoy. Now, I wanted to touch on a subject today that is a kind of passing subject that I see coming and going all the time, and every time there's a new release of Call of Duty, this intrepidation that there might be dedicated servers keeps arising, and unfortunately it doesn't. And I kind of wanted to hit on that really because I remember watching a video well over a year ago now. It was with the impending release of Black Ops 2, and there was a mention about dedicated servers. And the person who was doing this commentary was a well-known figure within the YouTube industry, and he'd said that he'd spoken to the developers personally and that they said that there was no chance on earth that there was going to be dedicated servers ever introduced into the Call of Duty franchise. Now, I think that is quite disappointing, and the reason that he gave, that their reason, was because of the expense. And apparently if they was to put these dedicated servers within the franchise for us to play on, it would apparently bankrupt Activision or whoever else was developing the game at the time. Now, for me, no, that doesn't quite cut the mustard, because as far as I'm concerned, there's all these features that you can pay into as a person, such as the Call of Duty Elite and things like that, which is where you get your bonus fringe benefits and whatever else comes with the game in itself. And this is my own personal opinion, and I wanted to kind of get your feedback on this, is that if there was any way, shape or form that you could pay for your own server, so if you was to pay a weekly or a monthly subscription, it wouldn't have to be a massive amount. I mean, I'm from England, so say in English money as far as I'm concerned, if they said, okay then, it's going to be £5 a month to have your own server, but that means that you will get all the gameplay at all the necessary speeds at the required sort of ping levels, and everything works out nicely for you, like it does on Battlefield. We've seen it, it's been tried, it's been tested, it works. That is the one thing we know about it, it works. It's been incorporated into that game. Why can't it be incorporated into this? And I would quite happily say, look, let's do away with the Call of Duty Elite. I'm not too bothered about it. Let's put that in there and spend the money on that instead. If it's a little bit more, I'm sure that a lot of people would be willing to pay that little bit extra just so they can guarantee themselves a pleasant evening or a pleasant morning's play without being, I don't know, robbed of connection, I guess. So that's just kind of my opinion on that, and I really wanted to get feedback from other people and see where everybody else is standing on this. Because as far as I'm concerned, when you actually think about it, if you go on to, like, say somebody's YouTube channel who specialises in bringing Battlefield 3 gameplays or hints and tips on that, I never see anybody commenting about lag, about connection issues or anything like that. It might be about a couple of glitches in the game or that some weapon needs a little bit of sorting out, but it never has anything to do with the actual connectivity of the game. You go on any Call of Duty YouTuber such as myself, where I do tend to pick up on these faults, or like, you know, a lot of the bigger channels anyway, and you will literally see the same pattern emerging all the time within the comment sections. Lag, connectivity, people shooting you around corners, everything. There's all these things that keep arising, and I think that with these dedicated servers, if there was to put them in, I don't know the process of what they'd have to take. If there was to put them in, I'm pretty damn sure it would be a lot smoother ride for people. And in the long run, with the more products they bring out for these games, more people would buy into it. I mean, with regards to the map packs, I know dozens and dozens of people who will refuse to buy the map pack DLCs because of the hard time they get in the original game anyway. So if they was to have more smoother gameplay, more people would buy into their product. I don't know, I want to kind of get your feedback and see, would you pay the extra money per month or per week or even annually for a dedicated server, or if you could buy your own server maybe. Yep, that's it guys, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next week. Apocalypse done.
Hostile care package inbound. Poor execution out there. Mission profile failed.